It's Sabbatical recording day 71. And, you know, I reflect a lot. Not a ton happened between yesterday's recording and today. However, what has transpired is a little bit of time. And one of my university friends um, said, hey, why don't we get together tonight and just have a chat? And we're all in different time zones now. We've got mountain time, we have central time, we have East Coast time. And so, first of all, that in itself, is like a tongue twister for your mind. And we got on there, we were talking, and of course, it always goes to work. It kind of always does. And especially with me being away, I kind of miss who's doing what and what's going on. And part of that is community. And that's what I shared with my friends last night. There were 3 of them on there. And, I go back to this again. It's almost imposter syndrome for me, because when you surround yourself with people that are so smart and you listen to what they interject and say, my gosh, one has been in higher ed for 40 years, so has seen a lot. And again, that institutional organizational knowledge is amazing. And I love to be around her for that. She just brings I just can't explain it, but it's just delightful. So, but I have to say that within the dynamics of these people, and I'm the youngest, is just, there was this one gal that made me laugh so hard. I think I had tears coming down my face. And even today, as I was driving, I was replaying that conversation, and it just made me laugh again. Laughter is important. It's important for me. There are people that don't need it. And what I did share with the group was, through the sabbatical, I have learned I have to seek out my community or find a little group that kind of aligns. Mostly aligns. We don't have to, as I said to them, none of us are exactly the same or think the same. And it could be political. It could be, extracurricular, whatever it is. We don't have to be alike, but having your community where you feel safe and trusted and really just can let go, I think is a good thing. And it gets harder and harder the more you go. And I did mention that I've always had friends. And actually, in the crazy business of hospitality, that's how we get our friends, is through the work. And I talked about that. But I also talked about grit. And I was out and about today, and I found a t-shirt. It said something like "made up of grit." Of course, I had to get it. So I'll wear it on here one time, because that was my sign. I'm a big sign person too. Is, grit got me to where I am. And I hope others can listen and know it's not so hard. So you don't have to have that when you make your choices. And in higher education, I think that most of us who take it seriously and want to educate the next generation of whatevers don't want to make it so rough. Those are just a couple of things that I'm plucking out at the end. I'm coming to the end of my sabbatical, the formal sabbatical. And those are things that I'm just pulling out. Community, friendship, laughter, being authentic, being your authentic self with others. It's super hard to trust And I mean, I've talked about trust, but trust was, um, I tend to trust out of the gate. So I've learned to kind of pull that back. Anyhow, that was just a thought for sabbatical day number 71, because it's the day after Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to do any writing today. I am going to start it up and finish up chapter tomorrow. But right now it's a beautiful day, and probably going to go out and get into nature and do a walk. Do a walk around the property, because I don't need to be hiking up on these mountains in the cold. Okay, that's just what I'm thinking today.